First thing, if you have any drugs or any alcohol, give me some. Hey! Can you get this television to work?
He's the Prince of Darkness, the man who bit a bat on stage, battled his own furniture, and once tried to solve the mystery of his missing beer. But behind every wild scream and blackout laugh, there's a rock legend who turned chaos into comedy. For decades, Ozzy has been a walking paradox, part heavy metal god, part lovable grandpa of madness. Whether he's confusing the TV remote for a shower button or arguing with his dog about carpets, the man turns everyday life into pure entertainment. Welcome to Ozzy Osbourne's funniest and craziest moments ever. It all starts with a mystery. One day, Ozzy storms into his room, furious that someone's been stealing his beer. Determined to catch the culprit, he begins pacing, questioning everyone, and building his own little investigation like a rock and roll detective. But then, mid-rant, it hits him. The thief was none other than himself. He had been drinking the beers and completely forgetting about it. The moment of realization that flashes across his face is pure comedy gold.
Who could possibly do that? Who's the beer thief? You're the beer thief.
It's the kind of pure Ozzy moment that reminds us why we love him. Forget true crime shows. We just need the Osbourne files. Then came the infamous TV incident, a perfect glimpse into Ozzy's hilarious everyday chaos. In true Ozzy fashion, what should have been a simple moment of turning on the television turned into a full-blown disaster. Somehow, instead of powering up the TV, he managed to activate the shower. Completely bewildered, he stood there, remote in hand, as water started running in the background. Sharon, ever the calm counterpart, walked in to find her husband looking as if he had just tried to launch a space mission instead of changing channels.
I pressed this one button and the shower starts. I'm going, what is this? Where am I, man?
It's fucking space age shit.
And the nightmare can...
For most people, a tech glitch is mildly annoying. For Ozzy Osbourne, it instantly becomes a live-action sitcom. No one, and I mean no one, makes breakfast like Ozzy in the 1980s. Eggs flying, plates crashing, and enough coffee spilled to fill a swimming pool. His kitchen looks more like a backstage riot than a cooking session. It's messy, it's loud, and it's pure rock and roll. Because even while flipping pancakes, Ozzy somehow brings the energy of a live concert.
And in the end, disaster happens. It's inevitable to happen, disaster.
And then there's the side of Ozzy that never hides from his past. In countless interviews, he's brutally honest about his wild years, openly recalling the days of endless parties and reckless experimentation. What makes these moments stand out isn't the shock value, it's his humor. Ozzy talks about his chaotic past with a mix of regret and laughter, turning what could be dark confessions into lessons wrapped in wit. He never tries to glamorize it. Instead, he laughs at himself, reminding the world that even the Prince of Darkness can grow up, well, almost. Then there's the infamous Nightflight interview, a moment that perfectly captures Ozzy's unpredictable charm. What was supposed to be a normal television appearance turned into pure confusion. As the cameras rolled, Ozzy seemed completely lost in his own world, responding in the most unexpected ways and leaving both the host and the audience in fits of laughter. It was awkward, chaotic, and absolutely unforgettable. The energy in the room shifted from formal to surreal in seconds, as if everyone realized they were witnessing something no one could ever plan. It wasn't just an interview gone wrong. It was performance art born out of pure Ozzy magic.
Good evening, Ozzy.
What?
Good evening, Ozzy.
Hello there.
How are you?
Fine.
Few moments capture Ozzy Osbourne's personality better than the legendary bubble machine argument. During a concert planning session, someone suggested adding bubbles and confetti to his stage performance. A fun, lighthearted idea for most artists, but not for Ozzy. He absolutely lost it.
The Prince of Darkness. Evil, but evil. I've had a boatload of bubbles.
The thought of the self-proclaimed Prince of Darkness, surrounded by floating soap bubbles, was, to him, an insult to his entire image. The man who once bit the head off a bat couldn't stand the idea of looking whimsical. The irony made it one of the funniest moments in rock history, a fierce defense of darkness against bubbles. When pop legend Olivia Newton-John handed Ozzy a healthy smoothie, he tried to be polite. He took a sip and immediately regretted it. With perfect comedic timing, He spits it out and mutters, "What a load of bollocks." That's Ozzy in one line. Brutally honest, wildly unpredictable, and completely uninterested in pretending to like kale.
You can pop this into commercials. Ozzy Osbourne going, I'm mad.
Anyone who's watched the Osbournes knows Ozzy's not just battling demons, he's also battling dogs. When one of them peed on his favorite carpet, he snapped. "That bloody dog's part of Bin Laden's gang," he shouted, threatening to kick it out while Sharon tried not to laugh. It's domestic life turned into rock and roll theater, messy, loud, and hilarious.
It's fucking part of Bin Laden's gang.
Then there's the cake scene, a perfect summary of Ozzy's everyday chaos. He just wants to relax with a slice of cake. But of course, the chair he's sitting on collapses beneath him. He just sighs, stares at the floor, and mutters, "It never ends." That's Ozzy's life in a nutshell. No matter how simple the task, something absurd is bound to happen.
You did today.
It's because I'm a Mexican.
Who remembers?
When Ozzy visits the dentist, things quickly go sideways. As soon as the nitrous oxide kicks in, he's high as a kite, slurring, giggling, and refusing to rinse his mouth. The dentist even jokes, "We've got the special Ozzy level."
Nothing going on.
We got the special Ozzy level.
It's both ridiculous and oddly wholesome, watching this heavy metal legend laugh like a kid while getting a filling. You might think Ozzy fears demons, darkness, or evil spirits. Nope. His biggest fear is Barry Manilow. In an interview, he calls Manilow the Antichrist.
Yeah, Barry Manilow is my biggest fear.
You fear Barry Manilow.
I think he's the Antichrist.
Not as an insult, but as a genuine, hilarious phobia. Imagine the man who wrote Crazy Train trembling at Mandy. That's Ozzy logic, completely irrational and utterly entertaining. Sharon loves English chocolate, and Ozzy, being the good husband, decides to buy some. But, of course, nothing goes smoothly. He storms into a candy shop singing, "Who Can Take a Rainbow?" like Willy Wonka on caffeine. Minutes later, he's spent a small fortune on candy and declares, "We think this is crap. We like the English kind." Only Ozzy could turn grocery shopping into a heavy metal musical. Christmas with the Osbournes is chaos wrapped in glitter. Sharon's trying to shop, Jack's confused, and Ozzy, as usual, is losing his mind. He stares at the endless bags and mutters,
Gucci vibe there, which means my balls are touching the back of my shoulders. When I was a kid, I'd get one gift. I'd get a smelly old sock.
"When I was a kid, I'd get one gift, a smelly old sock." It's both hilarious and strangely touching, a reminder that behind all the chaos, he's just a dad trying to survive the holidays. Of course, Sharon gets her revenge. She convinces Ozzy to try a mint spray, insisting it'll freshen his breath. He sprays it, makes a face, and yells,
Oh, come then, you lied to me!
Well, I'd wanted you to try.
"You lied to me." It's horrible. The man can handle fame, fortune, and drugs, but not mouth spray. At one point, Sharon tries to light a fire and almost sets the entire house ablaze. Ozzy rushes in, shouting advice that makes things worse. His idea of fire safety? Throw more stuff at it. It's pure chaos, but somehow they both end up laughing. That's the secret. In the Osbourne household, even disasters turn into punchlines. Then there's Jack, trying to leave the house with a knife. Ozzy catches him mid-act and loses it.
With knife, man. Don't go out with a fucking t-shirt.
Don't go out with a t-shirt that says cocaine and a knife in your hand. He hides the knife in the weirdest places, muttering threats that sound half serious, half comedian. It's a father-son moment only the Osbournes could produce. One of Ozzy's most underrated moments? The fishing trip. He and Jack try to catch a fish, but naturally, it turns into a disaster. Fireworks, yelling, confusion, and at one point, they accidentally hook the same fish twice. Ozzy stares at it like he's seen a ghost.
Was that a shark? It looks a bit like a shark, but it had one eye, and he was a bit pissed off.
Was that a shark? He asks. Nobody knows. But we do know one thing. Even the fish weren't safe from his chaos. Then there's the time Ozzy and Jack decided it'd be fun to test a gun at home. What could possibly go wrong? Everything. Before long, they're both arguing. Sharon's yelling from another room, and Ozzy's wondering why Wikipedia is showing him pictures of ham instead of instructions. Only the Osbournes could turn gun safety into stand-up comedy. In one of his most relatable moments, Ozzy's mid-interview when his attention just evaporates. The host asks about his favorite food. Long pause. Then Ozzy answers, cottage cheese. It's random, it's weird, and it's absolutely perfect. Because that's Ozzy, unpredictable to the end.
Cottage cheese.
From biting bats to battling remotes, Ozzy Osbourne has proven one thing: chaos can be legendary. He's not just a rock star, he's a walking, talking, unfiltered reminder that life doesn't have to make sense to be amazing. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and ring that bell, because we've got more wild legends coming your way.